The CCC is finally back for Season 4, and this time it's bigger than ever. What's up, guys and girls? My name's Pharaoh, and yes, the CCC is back for Season 4. This time it's slightly different in that it's named the CCDC. It's the Critical Continental Draft Circuit, which essentially just means that it's bigger than ever before. This time around, each side of the league has 12 teams instead of 8, and when we get to the playoffs, it first goes to like a group division kind of thing. Think of how the World Cup works in terms of once you go into like group stages, and then after that we then get to the knockout round. Anyway, should be a whole lot of fun. We got lots of weeks of matches ahead of ourselves, and obviously the Beartics have a brand new team. The draft this time I think went pretty well, and you can see my team along the top there. So we've got Brute Bonnet as our S tier. I feel like that's going to just be able to put out so much support, and while Among Us was also available up there in S tier, it's not quite as powerful and doesn't give us the same offense as Brute Bonnet does, which is a nice option to have, not always having to use it as a support Pokemon. Its base attack is like 115 or something, which is pretty decent. We've got Volcarona, which is an amazing special attacker. Iron Jugulus we actually picked up as the last Pokemon for our team, and it was amazing it was still available. I was looking at varying things, and yeah, it's just a brilliant pickup, an amazing Tailwind setter as well. Couldn't be happier to have it. Also, another amazing special attacker. We've got Jolteon, who's super speedy, can do lots of support as well as more special power, which is actually quite hard to come by in this generation. It's a lot more physical than special, so having Volcarona, Iron Jugulus, and Jolteon is hopefully going to give us an edge. We've then got Tauros Waterform, which is brilliant strength and speed. So lots of offense here. Donphan I picked up just because I figured that a ground type could be really nice to have. Tinkaton is brilliant. Steel Fairy, always a fantastic combination. And it also gives us access to things that we wouldn't otherwise have, such as Fake Out. It's also a knockoff user. And that Fake Out with Mold Breaker that Tinkaton has is pretty good, and you'll see why for my first opponent. And then I didn't plan on drafting Beartic. I want to make that known. But it was getting towards the end of the draft, and I figured, you know what? I think this could be the season where we could actually have our mascot do work for us. And then Girafarig as our lone D tier, because it's really great as like an unevolved Pokemon. It's a brilliant Eviolite user and gives us access to things like Trick Room that we wouldn't ordinarily have otherwise. So overall, this is the team. It's also worth noting that with the Terrestrialization being here instead of Dynamax. Now, last couple of seasons in the CCC, we haven't had Dynamax. It was banned. Terrestrialization is not banned, but it's limited, so you can only have 2 Terra types. And you can see here, I've managed to pick up Water and Dark. Each type can only go to 2 different coaches, and each coach can only get 2 different types. So I feel like Water and Dark can be good both offensively and defensively for us. So hopefully that's going to pay off. So let me show you the team we're playing. First week, we are up against the Jersey Jynxs. Now, this is a team coached by Kendra, who we managed to beat last time around, but to be honest, there was definitely a large element of luck there towards the end of the match. And you can see she's got a really interesting team. That Garchomp, always scary. Sylveon can do absolute massive amounts of damage to us if we're not careful. About Tinkerton is the only thing that can really take that down. Serena, we've lost to that before with the Queenie Majesty, but I do have a plan for that. Then there's some ice power going on here with the Bomber Snow and Titan. All round, very scary team. The Flareon as well is actually quite difficult for us to deal with because Tinkerton does a lot for us. Anyway, I will show you our team as I always do. And so these are the 6 we're bringing. You can see we've prepped the other 3 just in case. But we've got Rainbow, our Volcarona, which is choice specs and just going, I think it's pretty much max speed, other than the fact that it's more max attack with it being modest rather than timid. Or at least I think that's what I've done. I may have gone some into HP instead. But yeah, that's just there to pick up KO after KO. Especially if we can get the Tailwind, which we can set with Hydribot, our Iron Jugulus. This thing with booster energy and very heavily invested in speed means that it will outspeed the Noivern, which is obviously one of the fastest Tailwind setters you can get that Kendra's got. Beartic can potentially put out a lot of damage for us. The Ice type doing a lot of work against various things, and it's also good if they're going to set Snow that we're going to get that buff from it as well. Water Terror type to go with the Liquidation and Aqua Jet. Tinkerton doing huge damage for us. The Fake Out with Mold Breaker is really nice because Serena's Queenly Majesty, the Mold Breaker gets around it, so we can still use Fake Out even when Serena's on the field against Serena herself or another Pokemon. So that's lovely to have. That Gigaton Hammer is pretty much our only way to deal with Sylveon as well, which is a bit dangerous, I know, but I was really struggling for options there. We've then got Magic Mike, our Brute Bonnet. And this thing is primarily here for Spore, and also if we start going into Trick Room, it's nice to have a Pokemon like this, because we've got the Trick Room option on our Girafarig race car. And yeah, like I don't think I'm bringing these 2. It depends on what Kendra wants to do, but it's good to have that option. Beartic is sped very specifically to be still, well, it's not slow, but just fast enough that in Tailwind it can outspeed, again, the Noivern, so we can pick up a hopefully sneaky KO there if she doesn't see it coming. If we do need to go Trick Room, we can always bring the Donphan in, which is min speed as well, but we'll see what happens. All right then, so this is week 1 of Season 4. Really want to get a win here. Wish me luck, guys. Let's do this. Okay, so a lot of what I'm expecting. The Blissey, you can't expect it, but you kind of have to at the same time. It's a weird Pokemon. Right then, so I think I can lead Tinkerton, and I almost want Trick Room, but no, I'm gonna go Tailwind and then just my damage dealer. There's no point in overthinking this. Yeah, there's lots to be concerned about, but at the same time, it is what it is. So, yeah, we'll get Tailwind up, then off to the races. If I see something that I think I can just beat, like the Espathra, then I might screw the Tailwind idea. Okay. Well, Blissey deals with both. Sorry, not Blissey. Beartic deals with both of these two very well. Okay. I don't know whether she's going to know about the Mold Breaker, allowing me to fake out the Serena. And I think a taunt on this Blissey will do very nicely because I don't know what it's capable of, but I don't want it to do any of the stuff it's capable of. Okay. A Bomber Snow. Alright. I don't care about the snow. Terrastalizing the Blissey. To Ice type. Well, I'm not going to lie, I did not see this coming. The fake out kind of wasted. Taunt, I don't think that was necessary because probably going to go for something attacking. Yeah, Blizzard. How much does this hurt? Okay, Hydrobot quite a lot. Right, I think... Because I can't afford to keep on letting this go on. The Blissey is not too much of an issue. I think I want to kill the Abomasnow because that's potentially really strong. And then... Do I go for the Flash Can? No, I'm going for the Tailwind. Just at least that way I don't have to worry about setting it up. Chances are Hydrobot's going to go down here. Which would mean that next turn I can bring out something much stronger to deal with these. Ah, oh, wasn't Focus Sash, it just lived. Okay, that's where we want the crits going. It was going to die anyway. Oh, Earth Power's not good. Okay, we take it. That's the power of Assault Vest. And do we just... As much as Beartics good here, and it is, I actually think the Heat Wave is just going to do so much more. Or, in fact, no. Yeah, actually I prefer Titanic. So Titanic can come out. I think the Aqua Jet should kill the Abomasnow. And I can go Play Rough into the Blissey slot. And if the Blissey switches, it'll still be decent damage on whatever comes in. And if not, Blissey's physical defense is so low I should kill it. I've got the Tailwind up, so I should be going first with both my team. Short of priority. Okay, Blissey comes out. Serena comes... Ah! Oh, she read me. Yeah, I forgot about that. Queenie Majesty, of course. Serena took that pretty well. Earth Power doesn't kill us, which is lovely. And, I mean, we're still faster here, because we still have the Tailwind up for another 2 turns. I'm just deciding whether I need to save Rose for later. I don't think I do, because it might not necessarily be fast enough for whatever the other thing in the back is. So I think we'll go Gigaton Hammer, and we can just go Icicle Crash into a Abomasnow. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to double into Serena. Oh, double protect. Okay. Just wearing down the timer. That's fine. Well, the tailwind timer, I should say. Okay, and now if I go knockoff into the Abomasnow and Icicle crash into Serena. Yeah. Unless it switches out, but even then, like, it's still doing damage, even if it's like the Blissey. Because the knockoff will kill the Abomasnow. Yeah. She does now know the whole set of Rose. I have revealed that. It's Ockerberry. Okay. And we kill Serena. Nice. So that's the end of Tailwind. It's also the end of Snow. We still have Volcarona in the back. Okay, so Titan is concerning to the point of I think I want to make sure it dies ASAP. If we can do this without revealing what's in the back, that would be so much better. So I think we go Play Rough into... no, we can go Gigaton Hammer, right? And then Terrestrialize Liquidation into Titan. I think she'd probably have guessed that I was Terra Water on the Beartic anyway. And I still resist ice, so it's fine. I think I still resist ice. Does water resist ice? Oh, we live! That's amazing. Okay, we resist the flamethrower. Excellent. Yeah, that definitely picks up the KO there. And how's this going to do against the Titan? So the question is, do we reveal the Volcarona? Or do we keep Rose alive? I think... Sorry, do we keep Volcarona hidden? Or do we keep Tinkerton alive? I mean, we just win when this comes out. And I think the information... oh, no, I'm doing it because I can't think of anything else to do. And liquidation here. This pretty much guarantees the win at this point. But it means that we get a 3-0 win rather than a 2-0 win. There's questions whether that's right for the next game, but at least she hasn't learned any information about the Volcarona, no moves, no items. Excellent. Okay, game one. Always feel better with a game one win. Okay, right then. So game two looks like the Sylveons here. There's no ice team anymore, which is nice. I don't have to worry about the Titan. And if anything, that means that... Well, I was going to say Magic Mike could come, but to be fair, Sylveon and Flareon are Very scary versus it. It's 100% a game for Rose. So I don't need Trick Room here. Trick Room for Flareon and Sylveon is the last thing I need. So we're definitely leading Hydrobot again. I think we can start with Beartic and just start knocking away at some stuff. We can have... It's the same Pokemon, but different order. I think that's what I'm doing here. Yeah, I'm not setting Trick Room. I mean, the sleep strat is certainly always a possibility, but I just don't like it versus the Sylveon and the Flareon. It's a bit scary, especially since she's just swapped them in, so you can almost be sure that they're coming. Okay, Noivern and the Spathra. Alright, what do I want dead? So I got frisked. Right. So I think Tailwind, because that should put me faster than the Noivern. The question is, do I expect a Tailwind? Yeah, probably. And I reckon I can kill it in one. Like, this is maybe greedy, but if it pays off, it'll be huge. Beartic is sped exactly so that in Tailwind it outspeeds max speed Noivern. Okay, protect. Yeah, we get the Tailwind off. No protect from the Noivern, and this should kill. Excellent! Yes! Speed boost from a Spathra is a problem. That thing needs to die ASAP. It's just protected. I think... Okay, Blissey has Flamethrower. I think Terrastalize Titanic and double into a Spathra. We could go knockoff, get some item information as well. I don't know whether one speed boost is going to be enough to outspeed me. Definitely won't be enough to outspeed Hydrobot. So short of a double protect, I think we're looking pretty here. Oh, wow. Focus Sash, okay. Dazzling Gleam, we take that relatively well. Liquidation, this should pick up the KO here. And I can't imagine the Blissey's threatening too much. Thunderbolt, okay, so she read that. Fair enough, that's fine. Yeah, that's a shame. Still got Rose. We're still in Tailwind. Sylveon. Okay. Right, so. We've got Tailwind for 2 more turns, which is fine. I think if we go Taunt into the Sylveon, just because I don't want to see a Protect there, and then we fake out the Blissey. So next turn I can almost guaranteed kill the Sylveon with Rose's big hammer. Okay. Wow, look at the damage fake out does. Okay, we can go knock off into Blissey. That should probably do good damage. Gigaton Hammer into Sylveon. We know it doesn't have Focus Sash. Gigaton damage does huge damage to Sylveon because I've checked it. It should one-shot. She still has Terror. That's the only thing to be concerned about. And she can Terror into Ground or Ice. Ground is the defensive play here. Yeah, okay, fair enough. That's fine. Worst case, we still have Giga Drain on Volcarona in the back. Oh, it's Choice Scarf Blissey. Alright. We still do more than half damage. Thunderbolt doesn't quite kill. Hyper Voice will pick up the KO there, though. Okay, the Throat Spray being active is scary. But we at least resist Fairy types here. Giga Drain should do decent damage to the Sylveon, if not a KO. And I think a Play Rough should kill the Blissey. It doesn't have Choice Scarf, so it won't be super fast. Yeah, Giga Drain picks up the KO there. And yeah, Tinkerton picks up the KO versus the Blissey. Fantastic! Yes! Oh, wow. Had my heart in my throat for most of that match, but we did it. Wow. It feels so good to get week one under my belt. Getting a win for the first match of the season is always really nice. And I can now relax a little bit. Know that no matter what happens, I'm not going to be completely winless this season. And yeah, I just have chance to really settle in with my team now. Like I feel much better as a result of that. First match is always the hardest. Well, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And join me again next week when we take on... I don't even know who I take on for next week. I'll have to look it up. But thanks again, guys. Take care. Bye.